My name is Anthony Bridges, Community Development Lender with NOLA Lending Group, a division of Fidelity Bank. And I want to welcome you back to Black to Business, powered by the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce, where we shine a light on entrepreneurs and change makers shaping the future of our communities. And today I'm here with our co-host, Mr. Edward B. Coulon Smith.
Greetings and salutations, and welcome to Black to Business on this hump day. And I know you're out there enjoying your fried chicken, your shrimp po' boys, and all the other stuff that you're eating. I hope it's as enjoyable to you as it is that we're here and we're going to enjoy this show. So once again, we want you to call in. We want you to be a part of this show and be a part of this movement. So please dial 504-582-9422 to tune in and to be a part of this conversation. So I'm going to let Brother Anthony introduce our guest for today.
So today we are thrilled to welcome a dynamic business strategist, entrepreneur, and advocate for small business success, Ms. Courtney Roy, founder of DBA Business Center, LLC. Courtney, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate this.
So let's kick things off by learning a little bit about you. So Courtney, tell us about your background and what inspired you to start DBA Business Center.
Sure. I am a nurse by trade. I've been nursing for roughly about 25 years. Started DBA Business Center back in 2021 as something I wanted to leave a legacy for my sons. So my sons and I started DBA Business Center. We initially wanted it to be a mail service center, and then we expanded to a copy and print store.
All right, so as we were conversing before we got on the air, you know, you're not just the owner of DBA Business, but you also have several other businesses. So can you tell us, as well as the listening audience, what else you do and what your other businesses are?
Sure. As I stated, I am a nurse by trade. So I am the co-owner and administrator for Able Life Care Services, which is a non-skilled home health service. We offer personal care services to the community, along with Axe Home Health Care, which is the skilled component of that. So we do in-home health services.
Gotcha.
So as a Black woman entrepreneur, what has your journey been like navigating the world of DBA Business Center, but as well as your other businesses?
I think just staying on top of my knowledge. You know, we always say education. We have to educate ourselves, continue to hone our craft, being on top of the trends, staying on top of the trends, and just making sure we don't put ceilings where there shouldn't be ceilings.
All right. I like that. So with all that being said, who is Courtney Roy?
I am a servant leader, for one.
Okay.
I am a mother of two wonderful, great young Black men that are God-fearing. I am a community activist, if you will. I am an empowerer of women, particularly Black women, and I am a driver of community development and economic development.
I like all that. And Ms. Courtney, I'm glad you did say all that because, you know, we're going to do a plug, as we always do, on October the 3rd, 2025,
Sure.
here on the campus of Xavier University.
Absolutely.
We will have the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce Women Empowerment event. We want you to not only be in attendance at that event, but I want you to also be there to tell your story. Because I'm quite sure we have a lot of young ladies that are out there that are listening to you, and you may be that inspiration, you may be that motivation to help somebody to move forward with what they're trying to go through. And I understand that you do a startup business training and all those kind of things, and it may be someone that's in neutral or can't get their car or can't get themselves and go yet or and drive yet. So there may be somebody that's out there that needs you to be that person to get them to move forward.
Absolutely. I'd be honored to.
And that leads me, into the question. So I met you last year when we were doing the golf tournament, right? For some printing services, right? Last
Right.
minute, like we always do. But you came through, came through with the come through. But what I've learned over time is that DBA Business Center is not just a printing company.
Correct.
Tell me a little bit more about the services that you provide.
Correct. As I stated, we initially started out as a mail service center, and then we realized the community needs for so much more. Through the years, and just from my background of being an entrepreneur already, I've been helping people already start their businesses or giving them some word of advice or some where I've stumbled, and so they won't have to stumble. And so we've decided with DBA we would not only just provide the business support services, but be able to be an avenue where they can grow and scale their business also. And so we're good on resources, bringing in connections. I love networking and connecting, getting them to connect with other people. Just all of that kind of is components to a business growth.
Yeah.
All right. So where's DBE located? What services do you have, and how can the listening audience get in contact with you and get the services that you provide?
And we're currently located on the West Bank. We service the entire greater New Orleans area. However, we even deliver. We are at 4657 West Bank Expressway in Marrero, right off of the Barataria exit. We're currently, and by next week, we'll be opening our second location at 948 Cambridge Drive in LaPlace. And
Nice.
so the services we provide, not only copy and print services, we provide faxing, shipping, virtual addresses, meeting space, and event space, including personal and intimate events for up to 50 people. We provide a podcast and audio studio. We have the business consulting and LLC startup. We also have anything related that teachers may need, laminating, shredding, those things, but particularly the full service printing, for as small as stickers and labels up to backdrops and banners and signs.
All right. So you mentioned podcasts,
Yes.
and you also alluded to us earlier who your son was. So can you let the listening audience know who your son is and that he's one of our former guests on the show?
Absolutely. It's Brandon Porter. It's Shot of Life Productions. It's his photography company, and also his podcast is called Hood Buddha.
Hood Buddha. Y'all, I hope y'all remember Hood Buddha because we had a real good show.
We
Oh,
did.
yeah.
So what are some of the common obstacles you see business owners facing, especially those in the Black community?
I would say lack of knowledge, just not knowing enough about the business, or they feel like you said, Kulan, just feeling stuck. They don't know which way to turn. They may not have the resources in front of them, and so they may get stuck on what needs to happen next, what needs to what they need to do differently, and things like that. So I find that to be the biggest challenge.
Yeah, because somebody once told me that a car can go nowhere if it continues to be in neutral.
Hmm.
So you got to get out of neutral. You got to get in and drive some kind of way. You got to have that drive.
Oh yeah.
And everybody don't necessarily have that drive. And one of the things we did speak on or speak of when your son was on the show was that some people just don't have that drive.
Yeah.
Right.
Some people just don't have that motivation and that get up and go to get somewhere. You know, some people get stuck where they at because of their mind space or what other things are going on. And that's one of the things that we have talked about on the show, that mental health and mental illness is real. And in the Black community,
Absolutely.
it's very taboo for a Black man to say he has some mental issues.
Correct.
You know, he's always been that strong person. If the dad was in the home, he's always been that strong, masculine dude that was in the house that never broke down. You never seen him cry. You never knew he had any issues or any problems.
Right.
And think about that same car in neutral. Sometimes all it needs is a little push to
Push,
get
a
started.
little push.
There it is.
You know, and I think
Little
that's
push.
exactly where you come
Hey,
in.
man, I
and-
had a cousin, and he was in town this past weekend for his uncle's funeral. And he used to have this little car called a Honeybee. And it was like a little Toyota, a little Datsun or whatever. And we never turned the key to crank the car. We always turned it. The key was on, but we always had to push
Push
it
to
to get it
start.
started.
Yep.
And everywhere we went, we made sure there was enough room for us to get out and push that car
Right,
for it to get
right.
going. And
Right.
that's the only way we rode anywhere.
Right.
Was to push the car.
And once,
Right.
but once it got going,
It was
Once they
going
got
forever.
going. And then I mean another thing is, you know, a lot of times we want the help, but we want the help to do all of the help.
Ah.
You know, and
That's-
so I remember years ago Russell Simmons saying, he told the story about a man on side of the road. He was sitting in his car waiting on somebody to come and help him. His car had stalled.
Wow.
He got nobody to come. But he got out of the car and started pushing the car, and then five other
everybody
cars
came, yeah.
pulled up to help him.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's just, just a brief scenario on how important it is. Somebody has to see you willing and able
You know,
in order to
and like everybody always said, the Lord helps those who does what?
help themselves.
You got to help yourself in
Mhm.
order to get moving and get the help. that
Faith
you
message
without
right
works
there.
is dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
in your dealings with business owners, is there a success story that really captures, you know, the essence of the work that you wanted to do? And do you mind sharing that?
The one that comes to mind is probably Tasha Glass with
Mhm.
Phoenix
Yeah, right.
Prodigy. I remember Tasha came in very quietly looking for space, office space. And so we offered her office space. And one day I was on my way to a chamber event, and I told her about the chamber.
Right.
And so she said, "Oh, I'm going to have to catch the next one. I'm going to have to catch the next one." And so eventually she linked up with the chamber
Right.
and became an advisor for the SBA as a community navigator.
Yeah.
Now she's a SCORE mentor.
Right.
I mean, and she's just like soaring in her trainings. She's a trainer with SCBD even.
Right. Right.
So I would think that was the biggest one, just the power of networking, connections,
Oh, yeah.
and being in the room with the right people.
And that's
Yeah.
why it's important to connect with the Regional Black Chamber of Commerce, because the Regional Black Chamber of Commerce is a resource and voice for Black businesses and entrepreneurs in the greater New Orleans region. We support, promote, and educate our members for sustainable growth and expansion through advocacy, networking, access to educational resources, and networking. So the Black Chamber, if you are a business owner, a prospective business owner, and you want to be around like-minded people, you know, where do you find the largest collection of Black-owned
Correct.
businesses other than the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce?
Right. I agree. I think life for DBA would be different had we not joined the chamber.
All right. So, and as we approach the anniversary of Hurricane Katrina,
Hmm.
the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce came about in 2006, right after Katrina.
Hmm.
And a lot of that was because of Black businesses were displaced, and the need was there, and the
Mhm.
need is still there. So we ask each and every one of you to still come and join the chamber. And if you don't want to join the chamber, come and see what the chamber has to offer. Come to some of the events and just sit down, and then not if nothing else, talk to somebody else who's a member of the chamber and ask them, hey, what has the chamber done for you? And I know sometimes it's like the song by Janet Jackson, what have you done for me lately? And I know some of y'all might be a little perturbed at us as what has happened lately, but guess what? Stay tuned and stay engaged, and we're going to make some things happen.
The
We're going to
best is
continue to
yet to
do some
come.
things
That's right.
and make some things happen. And as she said, the best is yet to come. And if you want to be a part of this conversation, 502-582-9422. Now, Miss Courtney, what are some of the biggest challenges you've faced with DBE and the rest of your businesses? And how did you keep it going?
Prayer.
All right.
Whole lot of prayer.
Yeah,
whole lot
course.
of faith.
You got to pray until something happens.
Pray until something happens.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely. Biggest probably is the learning curve. I knew nothing about copy and print nor mail services, so it was me learning. You know, one of my sons would overpromise And
Right.
so we would have to over deliver. So a lot of times it was learning on the job training, that on the job training. So that's the biggest challenge, and just being consistent, and persistent with it. Just wanting to be an expert in it. I take pride in the fact that I'm as good of a printer as I am a nurse at this point.
All right.
Mhm.
Master printer, master nurse. All right, I hear you.
Mhm.
Hey, but look, say consistent and persistent 5 times real fast and see how they go.
Right.
So, for all of the aspiring entrepreneurs out there that are listening right now who might feel stuck or a bit overwhelmed, what's one piece of advice you might offer them today?
It may not be one, but it's definitely the trio goes together. But learn your craft, hone your craft, master your craft, and be consistent in your craft.
All right. So how is DBA Business Center and the rest of your businesses involved in the local community?
We are the community. We collectively we employ over 150 people. Collectively, those businesses. So we are the community. We participate in back to school drives and disaster preparedness and things. I am a proud board member for the Southeast Louisiana chapter of the American Red Cross. So that's something that's near and dear to us. We each year, my family and I, we adopt a family to help, not just with Christmas things, but also housing, groceries. We provide all of that for them. For Thanksgiving, instead of our own traditional Thanksgiving, what we do is we go out to local, like we go with the sheriff's office and we feed the homeless and the underserved. And Christmas, we forfeit our Christmas dinner and we actually prepare Christmas dinner and provide over 250 meals.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. So what are some key lessons that you've learned in your career while working with others as working with your sons and your family?
Give grace. Give grace. You have to have grace. Everything is not in your time and on your time. Is basically just giving grace, having patience, and eventually it all falls into place.
So, are there any upcoming programs, events, or initiatives that we should be on the lookout for?
Sure. We have, Seat at the Table Tuesdays. Our next business networking event will occur on August the 26th. That's a Tuesday. We have the DBA 2 La Plaza grand opening on August the 23rd at 10, between 10 and 2. On August the 29th, we are doing a bougie bingo.
Bingo.
Also, September
Sounds like my type of thing.
13th. September 13th, I believe that's a Friday. We're doing 19th, I'm sorry. We're doing business bestie kickback for women, and that's our Winning Women Wednesdays editions. So they can stay tuned to us on our Instagram is where we post most of our events. Is DBABIZ for upcoming events and just to stay connected and get connected.
Oh, fantastic. So, what's your long-term vision for the company and your role in empowering businesses in the greater New Orleans area and beyond?
Long-term goal to have a whole bunch of DBAs all over. We want to be a national brand. And also, long-term, we want to have a nonprofit component so we can really hone in on this business training for business entrepreneurs and have some kind of small business incubator of some sort.
Fantastic. You got some community calendar events you want to share?
Yes, I do. Thank you for asking, sir. I was just pulling one up. So the Louisiana Chamber of Commerce Foundation is wrapping up their regional tour in New Orleans. So they will be here on Tuesday,
August 12th.
The 12th.
Tuesday, August the 12th, 2025, and it will be from 9 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m.
Hmm.
I'm looking for the location.
Is that the one they moved to Goodwill?
It's at Tremaine Market Branch.
Yes, Tremaine Market.
There it is, Tremaine Market Branch. So please sign up and please be there. Contact me if you don't have the link. I can be reached at nrbcc.chairman2025@gmail.com.
You briefly alluded to the women's conference.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Women's Conference will be held on Friday, October the 3rd, 2025, here on the campus of Xavier University in the auditorium. We do have the event is up and running. We have a early bird special right now. It's $1,000 a table that seats 10, $100 a ticket, and $150 per vendor. So once again, until the Eventbrite is up and running, contact me at nrbcc.chairman2025@gmail.com. So this is an event that you don't want to miss, but it is not an event that will be for the faint of heart. And if you just come to be bored, that will not happen. We will have a plethora of stuff going on that will not only keep you on your feet, but keep you entertained and also keep you engaged and keep you educated about not only business, but about the help of women, Black women in particular. We have partnered up with the Alzheimer's Association as well as the American Cancer Society, Black Women Voices, or Women Black Voices, which is a part of the American Cancer Society new program that they have, and they will be here in full effect. We're calling all the deltas, the AKAs, the Sigma Gamma Rhos, the Zetas, the Mystic crew of Femme Fatale, crew of Athena, all of y'all, and I will be looking forward to coming to your meetings to promote this event. And we will have Miss Courtney Root and a plethora of other people to come and speak to you about the things that have been going on, not only with their businesses, but how to keep it going.
Yes, sir.
So Courtney, as we begin to wrap up this week's broadcast, why do you think it's so important for Black-owned businesses to have access to the kind of support and strategic guidance that your business offers?
We gotta win. We have to. Other communities are already doing it. They already networking and connecting and making sure they take care of each other. And so we certainly can do it. We can unify. We can build each other up. We can make sure that the next company stays afloat by just simply encouraging and supporting them.
I love it. So you mentioned it already, but how can listeners get in touch with you and learn more about DBA Business Center, or how DBA Business Center can support their business? So how do they get in touch with you and learn more?
Sure. Our website is www.dbabiz.com. Our Instagram is, again, DBA BIZ. Our Facebook is DBA Business Center, LLC. And stop by and see us and tour the facilities at 4657 West Bank Expressway in Marrero.
Right. Our next week, our guest will be Mr. Michael Spicer. So please tune in. And my last question, Ms. Courtney, is how does it feel to be Black to business?
It feels good. It's legacy driven for me. My mom and my dad were entrepreneurs, and I'm just continuing that along with my sons. It feels real good.
So, Courtney, we thank you again for sharing your time, insights, and passion with us. And we're honored to highlight the work that you're doing through DBA and your other entities. And thank you to all of our listeners. Stay inspired, stay connected, and keep supporting Black-owned business. And this is Black to Business, and we'll see you Black next week.
Thank y'all.